I'm just talking. Did you hear what I said?
Are we live, baby? Hey.
All right, y'all.
Okay, there it is. So when I'm sharing the show and stuff, I'm not on here, Brother John. Peace and light, Brother John. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
What? That was on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So welcome to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
Hey, man, I'm
This
glad to
is
get you because
Qiana.
I am your brother Reno Moore in the building.
And this is Qiana.
And who else we got with us there?
Oh man, it's King Jab, man. I'm in here.
The voice of the people.
I'm pulling
Yes,
up.
sir.
I'm pulling
Hey,
up.
and then this program is being brought to you as part of the New Image Project of the Community Development and Training Center, aka See That.
See that?
That.
Who's that?
And we would like to thank y'all for tuning in to help us redefine what's cool. So we going back to our this kind of got them COVID vibes, right? Safer at home vibes. Mama Blue, good morning. Thank you for tuning in.
That's real.
She said, good morning. Hello, everyone. Please stay safe. You guys did amazing yesterday. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I want to shout you out, King Ree. I know you was out there bagging up sandbags, man.
Oh man, just having fun.
Making sure everybody had what they need.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing like helping people, man. It's a real good drug, and I wish I invite other people to get on it because when you see the faces of people who you helping, just off the strength of you being who you are or just being a good person, man, it's rewarding, y'all. It's very rewarding.
It really is. I have to echo that because I like when I went to get bags, I was thinking about y'all. I know the day before before y'all
Yeah.
went and y'all did like 100 bags, so I said I had in my mind I was going to do at least 30. but
So I
look,
had my experience. I had my experience last night. I know the city workers, they left. People were saying, "Oh, well, they left." I said, "Well, they got to get home to their people too." But I was
right.
at Lake Vista, and I
Okay.
actually had garbage bags, and I had a bunch of garbage bags. So I had took all my garbage bags up there, and we doubled them up. And I helped people get me some. I got me some. I helped people get them some,
Right.
and we got it in. I think we got the rest of the dirt with them. I had a whole case of garbage bags. You already know I keep things
You
by the
got a
boat.
case of garbage bags?
I had a
Yeah.
whole case. I'm talking about an industrial Cisco case.
But you're right though. It is a drug, man. Helping people is a drug, man.
That's
Oh,
real.
absolutely,
It
brother
is.
John.
It's addicting.
Mama Blue say, Reno, you could have dropped a few by my house, you know.
Man, you could have just gave me the address, Queen. I sure could have. I
Right.
sure could have.
That's what time it is. So look, so we doing special broadcast. Definitely want to thank people for tuning in. We safer at home right about now. And so let's do this. Let's do this day in history.
I was just say this day in history is what's next.
All right, so this day in history, today is September 28th. It's the 271st day of the Gregorian calendar year. The Brazilian parliament passed a law emancipating government-owned slaves and their children. Alexander Fleming first noticed the mold-killing bacteria as a precursor to penicillin, and the Sulawesi earthquake and tsunami killed 2,100 people. Today is also National Good Neighbor Day. How about that one?
Okay.
I'm always a good neighbor.
Yeah. So Good Neighbor Day is on September 28th. On this day, we do fun activities to bond with our neighboring families. It is a great way to break the ice and build long-lasting relationships for community development. Being good neighbors define how pleasant and comfortable our neighborhood is, and neighbors can make or break your experience of living in an area. So being a good neighbor helps us to build solid and long-lasting relationships. Neighbors are like umbrellas on a rainy day, lending a helping hand in times of emergency. How appropriate is that?
It is. So you know what's crazy about like this day in history always tell us like what's this day? The stuff that happens, we're doing this on an everyday basis.
Right,
Giving praises, telling somebody you're special, a good neighbor day, like every day that's something is something that we do naturally anyway. Or
right.
you should.
National Day of Encouragement, like,
Mm-hmm.
like all the things for real. So Jab,
Yeah.
you say you're a good neighbor all the time, man. What makes you a good neighbor, Jab?
Man, because I feed everybody.
That's the best neighbor.
Like for real, bro. I cook crabs and all my neighbors come. They already know. I already got their trays set to the side. I even take food back to my old neighbor because he was so used to eat with me. I got to make sure he's straight.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's
So I
that's
call
right.
the King State Farm. Like,
That's real.
like
Calvin, good morning. I see Calvin Brown on. Calvin, y'all got
Calvin, happy belated birthday.
and they got all the showcase of services coming up. Calvin, they putting them jobs out. They putting people to work, man.
Okay.
I
oh man,
think
that's what's up right there now. Put people to work,
what's
man.
the date? What's the date, Calvin? Put it in the chat for us.
That's real now.
Put it in the chat, man. And
Right.
so how y'all feeling about the storm? Y'all safe and comfortable? You feel like you got what you need?
Man, feeling like Nostradamus around this thing, man. Telling everybody that's gonna do like Charlie 2 days ago, man, and to watch that boy take Charlie path right now. Just like I don't know, bro, John. I see people thanking God, and it's like I don't know. We tend to make things a little individual. You know what I mean? Like thank God it ain't coming on us, but it's gonna tear somebody else up though. You know what I'm saying? Like ask God to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Not to bypass us and make us safe. Because when we safe, somebody else gonna get it, dog.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fortunate to be amongst the rain dancers that shoot it away from here. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Um,
that's right though.
but we had like 3 hurricanes in a row in 2004, and one of them was destined to go right above our head, and it went right the same path that it's going right now, which is the Punta Gorda in Sarasota. And so my heart go out to those people down there, man. To be safe. I got friends and family down there in Sarasota. A lot of loved ones down there, so I'm sending love and light to them. I know King Jab family down there as well.
Right. No, I'm with
Definitely.
you on that. Go ahead, Jab.
Yeah, I got family from here to Fort Myers. So yeah, I'm definitely bracing and we're ready to assist.
Yeah.
Like if it was something, if we was whatever whichever community get hit, we got to be ready to go assist and definitely make sure we assist ourselves also. So that's just my whole outlook. Just after the storm, man, I'm ready to get into action, man. I'm ready to get
Same
into
here.
action.
Sister
That's real.
Yvonne, thank you for tuning in. I see you. Good morning. But no, you're right though. And King Reed, you made me think about something like how when we talk about like if you found a briefcase full of money, would you keep it? Right. That's kind of
And
that prayer.
wood.
That's that storm prayer, right? So somebody lost. Right. I see you. Yeah.
Out of here.
But somebody losing, a few $1,000s and you find it, you call it a blessing, but to them they sad. And it's the same way with the storm, right? Like our blessing is somebody else's,
Curse.
misfortune, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so you're right, man. And praying for peace and praying, thanking God that it is not hitting us directly, but not losing sight of the fact that it's gonna hit somebody directly. You know what I'm saying? And praying for them folks as well. And so Calvin said, thanks for the birthday love. He said, join us on the 24th annual Career Expo and Showcase of Services on October 17th. He also put a link in the chat for those who want to register for the Showcase of Services. and Career Expo. That's what time it is, man.
Mm-hmm.
Sister Yvonne, you got an event coming up. Sister Yvonne doing the dads in December. She doing granddads and dads. You want
Okay.
to put a link for that in the chat, Yvonne, just so that we can have it?
Oh man, I follow up under that description now. Proud dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm all the way around the board right now.
Dad and granddad, right?
Dads are
Yeah,
important. Dads are important.
And I
We
think she's
couldn't get here
also,
without him.
I think she's doing great granddads too, because she did grandmas and great grandmas
Mm-hmm.
last time, and it was an amazing event, man. Really, really amazing. Oh yeah, I forgot on this day in history too. Since they said a Philadelphia parade exposes thousands to the Spanish flu, and when I saw that, not
oh,
an
super spreader.
a super spreader. It was a
A
Philadelphia
super
parade
spreader event.
on September 28th, 1918. A Liberty Loan Parade in Philadelphia prompts a huge outbreak of the Spanish flu in the city. By the time the pandemic ended, an estimated 20 million to 50 million people worldwide were dead. Influenza is a highly contagious virus that attacks the respiratory system and can mutate very quickly to avoid being killed by human immune systems. Generally, only the very old and the very young are susceptible to death from the flu. Though a pandemic of the virus in 1889 had killed thousands all over the world, it was not until 1918 that the world discovered how deadly the flu could be. So, how's that for timing? 100 years ago.
Mm.
Yeah,
That's what
Good
they do,
morning,
y'all. They teach us in 50-year blocks to run a 100-year game on us. And so the Spanish flu that hit the country 1918, 1919. I mean, they gave out money to people in the country. You know what I'm saying? They helped with the pandemic. They said social distancing. They said schools closing and churches are closing, and then they sold it to us 100 years later like it was a new concept. You know what I'm saying? And that's why
right?
we have to always stand cold for our movements, y'all. Just look at the past. When we look at the past, we can fly to a clear future. But when we don't look at the past, we'll continue to revisit it in another manner because we won't have a heads up on it, man. It's tough, dog.
That's right. It's true. It's the truth. I seen it. And then
That's why they teach us. They teach us to have a short memory span. That's why they say, hey, they told our generation to we had Pearl Harbor to never forget. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And then they told our children and some grandchildren in this cases, 9/11 to never forget. You know what I'm saying? So you can hold on the energy of how you felt back then, and that's why it was all kind of stuff, big celebrations and stuff for the Pearl Harbor, and people were remembering that moment. But when we bring up slavery, it seems as if that's not a conversation that needs to be had because hey, that was a long time ago. That wasn't us, and so things that pertains to us, we cannot let go. We have to always remember because when we forget, then that's when the execution starts to continue on our behalf.
real deal, real
well,
talk, man.
well, well. The Jewish got money, and they use their money to take over the major industries of America, which is the music industry, all of the network television stations, and the liquor industry. So
Hell
that's
yeah.
what that's why they didn't give us nothing because they know what we could have did with our money.
I hear what you're saying. I want to shout out Charlene. Charlene, good morning. Thank you for tuning in. Miss Teresa's tuning in. Hopefully safely at home. Appreciate y'all for jumping on here as well. And know that y'all can still send stars. Miss Teresa,
Yes, the stars is still appreciated.
Miss Teresa been leading the pack with the stars and sending them in for us. We definitely appreciate the support.
That means Miss Teresa got to show up for breakfast. Now she can't just keep sending all the stars. You know what I'm saying? Don't take advantage of the breakfast, man. We want to share the love back with you.
Well, the day that she do show up, we know we got her.
Oh yeah. The real deal. Q, you got a birthday coming up
Tomorrow.
Hey,
Too
Y'all know
loud.
it's Libra season.
I just read some Q. It said Libra season started with a hurricane, man. You know they toxic. I just read that Q. I just read that, man. I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing something like that.
Well, I want, you know what? You can say whatever you want to say. You can say toxic, or you can say we come in with a bang. Okay.
Bang bang.
Okay.
Bang, bang.
I see
And
what you
look,
did
what
there.
we do, so like, you know, you can always flip the other side of the pancake. We bring people together.
Talk to her, Q. Talk to her, Q.
Uniting families in times of trouble.
Because we done bought games. We got, you know what I mean? We done, yeah. So we gotta do what it do for this hurricane.
So I'm glad you mentioned
storm.
that. So let me read this real quick update. So they're saying that what is it? Category
It's a
4.
category 5.
Okay, so it's 5 now. The 5 a.m. update. But they said it strengthened early Wednesday morning, reached winds of 155 miles per hour. The storm is 75 miles southwest off the southwest Florida coast, and as it approaches the area, the track has not changed since the 11 p.m. advisory. It is expected to make landfall just south of Venice and north of Charlotte Harbor in the early afternoon today. Ian will be weakening over land, but it's expected to track northeast from there across Polk County and Orlando, and winds could still be hurricane force by Wednesday night. Ian is moving towards the northeast at near 10 miles per hour, which is very slow, they would been saying. They said the winds are expected to continue across Tampa Bay through Wednesday. This direction means that the storm surge will not be a problem for Tampa Bay. Tides at this hour are about 1.5 feet below the astronomical tide, and then low tides will be hitting around 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. So the water may appear to be amazing. And that's definitely the update. And I say definitely the update because we've been getting some Facebook updates. And Reno, you wanted to talk about that too. Tell us about the social media meteorologist.
Hey man, big shouts out to the social media meteorologist, man. Not doing too much this time, and I appreciate that, man. A lot of us get attention on our pages and with these platforms, man. Sometimes you're not recognizing that you kind of be having people following you and they not knowing, you know what I'm saying, that in these times, man, all of us look at the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like in the real world, it's half the people I know don't already download a hurricane tracker app. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people who are stout professionals who we don't trust. And so I like for people to be mindful because when people like listen to you and follow you, like sometimes it's okay to let the professionals be the ones that we all follow. Because some people sit there and say, "Hey man, don't leave," and it'll be a situation where we all need to be leaving, and they send us saying, "Hey man, I was listening to you," you know, I was following your page, you know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that this time around, it's not so many people being meteorologists. King Jab did a weather report. I think.
Look, King Jab, like he going out there now. King Jab, how's it looking out there, Jab? Look, we got
live.
We're gonna throw it over to Jab. King Jab.
Man, I'm live from my garage.
That's real, man.
I'm sitting in my car.
It's windy, man. Like these trees blowing a little bit, and we ain't caught that big wind yet. So the most important part, we gotta look for falling trees, knocking out power lines. And then you really got to think about it. Like you just said, it's gonna hit really right around Venice. Venice is not far from us, y'all.
Yeah,
that's a 45-minute ride.
Right.
It's a 45-minute ride. So we got to stay on our toes and stay on point. Because you're getting a little bit of rain right now, a little consistent rain, but I don't feel see nothing but some heavy winds. But y'all open up them garbage cans and collect some of that rainwater so y'all can flush your toilet if you lose water.
Real deal. Qiana, you out there? And how's it looking from where you sitting?
Qiana's in the car.
I'm sitting in the car. It's raining. It's windy. It wasn't raining too bad that I didn't feel like I couldn't walk outside to the car.
Right.
But it's definitely consistent. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we got this other than what was projected.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel bad for the people who are getting hit really bad.
Right.
That's
But
up to
what I am happy, regardless of what happens, I was prepared either way.
That's what time. That's the main thing.
and
Real.
it don't change its course and everything, right? But it also got stronger because 5 was never mentioned in the path that it was going on when it was saying it was coming to us. It was going to be leaving a 4 and becoming a 3 on landfall around us. Now that it has shifted locations and now it's already touching a 5, not good, man. So yes, definitely sending love and light to those who you know what I'm saying, well, less fortunate during these times right now, man, because it's definitely gonna get real.
No, and I agree with that. Like that whole, you know, concept of like not packing up and saying, okay, we can eat up all the supplies and we good now. Like we still like in a storm. It's just not a direct hit, and so we still gonna get like a lot of the wind off of it, a lot of the rain. Look, the wind off of it, right? that's my mother-in-law term. We're gonna get the wind off of it, and we gonna get the rain off of it. But knowing like
now what I go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
not
cut
just
you
like
off.
we're not out of the woods, and so you know we're not ready to spike the football yet. Like let's you know continue to pray for ourselves and those who are in the direct path of the storm as well, and know like just because it's changing direction, it takes off some of the storm surge threat, but there's still you know a lot of potential for flooding and a lot of the other threats that are still available.
Now what, because today is, be a neighbor, be a great neighbor, right? Leave this with you. If we don't get direct hit and we have all these supplies, if you have people that you know that does get direct hit, take them extra supplies to them,
Right
because
on.
they're going to need them after this storm hit. If we don't need them, give them to somebody that can.
I love that. And like what Jab said, like we've been really having conversations about, you know, after the storm, because you know it's gonna be recovery, it's gonna be some cleanup that needs to be done, and so just you know being on standby, ready to support, help, you know, neighbors or you know whatever's needed and wanted. If power's out, you know, for a significant amount of time, like I got gas, I got charcoal, so we looking to start some fires over here, and you know put some meat on the grill. Like we're gonna cook what we got, but if you got something that you need to cook to keep from going bad, you know, bring it through. And
I got my pots.
Got
my pots.
Yeah.
My neighbor has a generator. We done already talked about it. Like we're gonna look, share. Look, you need something, we got you.
Share like her cute.
Sharing is caring for real.
I tell you, man, unlike last time when we had what was that Irma, man, you know, we got up out of here. I extended my stay so I didn't re-enter Florida with the rest of that traffic. So I stayed till Wednesday, right? But by Wednesday on my Facebook, I'm seeing my team in Child's Park feeding and giving out stuff. I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to rush back here, you know what I'm saying? And so just looking forward for this storm to pass by. I mean, you know what I'm saying, with the expected power outages that we're going to experience as a community, with the wind that's coming with it, and mama-in-law voice, like just ready to be a service. You know what I'm saying?
Because
like, real deal.
Because it's gonna affect us one way or another.
Right.
Directly or indirectly. And typically, like you just said, somebody's probably gonna lose some power. Some shingles may fall off on some roofs. You know what I mean? Trees may fall down on somewhere like that. So just don't be ready for the unexpected. Because at this point, everybody's kind of calm again over here on our end and be like, okay, we done beat another storm, but just still be prepared.
Yeah, and I see Miss Yvonne, she's saying she's a little scared. Out in my area, power's out. So the power is out in some areas already.
See? Oh wow.
Yeah.
I saw Kenyatta Rucker post that last night, I guess. I saw it this morning when I woke up or whatever. That she's saying that she was experiencing power outages already over there across. So it's like, whoa.
Just think about it. St. Pete, not half, but a lot of people we know from St. Pete moved over there to the Riverview area over there to Gibson. You know, the houses were at a better value for them, and they left St. Pete, and now they are right there where the storm is supposed to hit at.
Right.
And it's a lot of our loved ones over there.
They asking Miss Yvonne, where do you live? What area are you in? Because she's saying lights are out in my area. No power at this time. And let us know if you need anything, Miss Yvonne. If you good. Mm-hmm. The main thing that I'm seeing too with when that power go out, particularly during the day, is that heat. It get hot. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be it's just gonna be a throwback Thursday. You know what I'm saying? Like go back to your childhood, man. When grandma had the fan in the window, although the fan won't work. You know what I'm saying? But just if you can't let them windows up, man. Act like we know how to survive in the heat, man. We born and raised in this, man.
Yeah, like we had houses where it was an air condition in one room in the house.
Man, I don't have houses, man. That we ain't
have you see that?
Either.
In your mama's bedroom.
You remember when the AC was on? When the only AC in the house was in your mama in the room, right?
That's when you used to have a fan that was in the window.
Yep. and if mama know was being nice, they leave the door open so you get a little bit of the air off
or grandma house, because grandma and granddaddy had them two incomes and stuff. So grandma house back in the day had the big AC unit in the living room. It was the whole house.
That's right.
Didn't hit the whole house.
That's right. That was them sleep on the sofa, make you a pallet days, boy. You better
pallet.
Real talk, man.
I still do that.
So are y'all camping out with family, or is it just your immediate family? Do you have anybody that's like with you? Anybody staying with you?
My son's friend came over. I think I got a couple family members coming over, but my mom said she good. She on the second floor.
Right.
Yeah, she's straight. So yeah, we're not doing. You know what I mean? We go do it small, but I'm ready to help everybody. You know what I mean? We strapped, bro. We ready.
No, I know.
We good, brother John. I'm currently packing up to head to King Jab crib.
Okay.
So tune in later on.
Right, for the evening edition of the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
You definitely better call Miss Agape.
Yeah, to check in with Miss Agape.
I'm on the way.
Jab just say, wait, hold on. Then sign up for that.
I'm on the way.
Y'all know
General Agape. General Agape got to sign off on this, bro.
Man, Reno pull up. He'll pop the trunk. We have a bag with snacks and everything in there.
I got peanuts, man. Miss Peanuts on the way.
No, I love it. All right, so y'all want to do an Ask Qiana? We ain't got to stay all day, but y'all want to do Ask Qiana?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's run it on this beautiful rainy day.
On this beautiful rainy day, just kind of break up the monotony here. So, and it's timely too, right? Because Reno, I think you'll appreciate this one. And I'm saying that based upon the conversation that we had earlier in the week. So check it out, dear Qiana. My coworker takes advantage of our employees' generous sick leave policy and calls in sick frequently. She will return the next day with no outward sign of illness and has, on several occasions, returned with a fresh haircut and manicure. When she's at work, she frequently steps away from her desk for personal calls. I finally said something to our supervisor because I feel taken advantage of. Having worked in this office for more than 10 years, I know the work inside and out, so I can do my work and hers with ease. I actually like my coworker, but I feel she's taking me for granted. Our supervisor had a talk with her, but it didn't help. Would it be unreasonable for me to have a frank discussion with her directly? I foresee that it may cause a cool reception, but I'm losing patience. What should I do? I'll tell you what I'm thinking, but go ahead. Just ask you.
First of all, let me I can understand your frustration. So let me say that. But I mean, you can't be mad that she working the system. At the end of the day, like you have the same policy that she has. If you're tired, take off. Like I'm gonna say this. Now I'm a great worker, but I do know corporate America don't really care about us. And we work really hard. They take advantage, and then when they're done with us, they throw us to the wolves.
True.
And so if you had, I mean, and this is just her probably thinking, like, if I have this, I'm going to take advantage of the policy itself. It's put there for a reason. And so she's not abusing it if she's using it because it's there.
Hey, that's the rule. She following the rules.
That's the rules. Like, I can see it. We will have another conversation if she was breaking the rules. Now, what you could do is have a girl, you know, when you're taking out, you know, all this work fall off on me. Like, you know, if y'all cool like that, you can kind of say that. But to go to your boss to say something, not cool.
Got it. King Ree, what's your thoughts?
Hey man, I like Qiana posture on that right there, man. I'm gonna sum it up for those who didn't understand what Q said, because sometimes people get lost, man. She's saying, man, mind your business, man.
Pretty much.
Mind your business, man.
Pretty much.
Up, man. Like, man, that ain't got nothing to do with you, but the little bit that you feel when the extra weight come your way, hey man, like you said, man, mind your business, man. But still though, be grown and bring that conversation to the individual. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you eliminate, you know what I'm saying, like bull crap. If you feel like that person a hothead, or you feel like the conversation gonna be too tough for them to take, then you want to have mediation. You know what I mean? Then you had that conversation in front of someone else. You know what I mean? But for the most part, man, mind your business. You know
and you want me to tell you, if you notice it, somebody else notice it.
True.
Right? So it's nothing that like you're saying that they don't already see, or they're just, and if they don't see it, it's just that they're not paying attention. And like, people fire themselves. Nobody hires you to fire you.
Say that again.
Nobody hires you to fire you. So believe me, if she's taking advantage and all this other stuff, her days are numbered eventually. You know what I mean? So, but again, I don't agree with the snitching policy. I just don't. If somebody else, I'm always rooting for the person that figured it out and working smarter and not harder, but still getting the job done, because I've seen so many people give their lives to these jobs and then they lay you off because they can hire somebody else for less pay and do something that they're not even qualified for, and you done dedicated. You never took your vacation time because the job needed you. You need you more than anybody else. So you need to do self-care. You need to take care of yourself. We dedicate so much to the work that we forget about our families and the things that we need to do to make sure that we're operating. And nobody's supposed to be working and not enjoying it.
Yeah, no, I agree. I want to thank B. Lee Steele for tuning in. Thank you, Summer Edwards, Dr. Keisha Benson. Thank you for tuning in. Tasha, thank y'all for rocking with us. Appreciate y'all. Make sure that you send in.
What I thought.
Go ahead, Dad. What you think? Go ahead.
Me personally, when you get back tomorrow, your work will be on your desk.
Right, that's it.
How about that? That's all it takes, bro. Hey, there go your stat right there.
Look, take your time.
Hey, how you doing? There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Take as many days as you need.
And we done with it. You know what I'm saying? Good morning.
How you feel about it, Brother John?
That's a combination of everything that y'all said. My first thought was mind your business, right? You know, because if she using her sick time to go get her hair did and manicures, you know, that's how she choose to use her sick time.
She might be went through an abusive situation, you know what I'm saying, and being told that she ain't beautiful, she ain't this. You don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know what that self-love that she bringing into herself is all about. Even if it's called like again, and we got I like to use sports analogies, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people can relate to it. But in track and field, you know what I mean, they tell you to not step out your lane, you know what I'm saying? Because when you step out your lane, you get disqualified. You know what I mean? That's what we say in the hood, man. Just mind your business, man.
Good morning, Ms. Blue.
I got another analogy, because a lot of people ain't into sports. When you playing spades, follow suit.
Yeah.
Follow suit. Follow suit. Bam, there you go. Because when I got something to do, guess what I'm gonna do? I'll be in there when I get back.
Look, and that's what it says. It says my coworker takes advantage of our employer's generous sick leave policy.
Follow suit.
Mind your business.
They have a generous policy on sick leave, right?
And to her stress levels, because there's people that's like this in their work environment that add stress levels to themselves. Let me help you out with that. When a person's doing that, you got to understand this about jobs. Whatever you do in them 40 hours, pay you the same.
Right.
If they add extra, they're not adding extra. You know what I mean? You getting paid to do whatever for 40 hours a week.
Yeah.
They're gonna pay you the same. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, if you gotta empty trash, if they didn't lower your pay scale, don't spaz out on your job with an ego and a degree or a certification about what you don't do.
Right.
You'll be the highest paid trash picker up on your facility. You see what I'm saying? But when you allow an ego to come in, then you create your own stress.
Yeah, and that's the mind your business piece for me, because like when it says she will return the next day with no outward signs of illness.
But how can you know she could have had a headache? What if she had migraines?
She looked the hater.
Yeah, she a jab.
No, I'm just saying, like, what is it? Because I used to get migraines really, really bad, where like I couldn't operate. But once they gone, there's no signs of my migraines.
Right. Yeah.
But this doctor hater though. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta recognize. Dr. Hater always misdiagnosing. You see what I'm saying? You don't look like you was sick, man. You don't get out.
And then she come back behind it with looking for clues, and on several occasions has returned with a fresh haircut and a manicure.
So, and you know what? Also, this person sound like it sounds like the person that wants to be the boss, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And for some reason, you haven't been promoted to be the boss. So what you do is you overdo so that you'll shine. So when she's not there, you pick up her slack. So people be like, "Oh yeah, she did." Honey.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then this the other part of it, y'all. We going into this diagnosing this mindset, right? Mm-hmm. I finally said something to our supervisor because I feel taken advantage of.
It's not your company.
Yeah.
It's not your company. So you're not the boss, unfortunately. And when you don't like what other people doing and you don't start your own business, and then you don't have to have a generous sick leave.
But Qiana, she worked there for 10 years and knows the work inside out and can do her work and her other coworkers with ease.
Mm-hmm. So what it is, if I'm diagnosing this, you look at this is somebody who feel like they're stagnant and they're not getting the recognition that they feel like they should be getting, because being somewhere for 10 years and in the same position and then you're complaining about what other people are doing says that you want to be higher up in the company. Right. So if you would focus on you and not nobody else and then elevate yourself, then typically you will go ahead and like take those steps to become a supervisor. But because you're so busy nitpicking everybody else, you're not even seeing your flaws. And that's why you're not promoted.
Yeah, it looks like one of those what I would do if I was the boss type situation. Mm-hmm. Like if I was your boss, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to do those days or have those days and all of that stuff, man. It is. But
every time somebody talk like that right there, a person rebuttal immediately that I'm glad that's why you ain't my boss.
I'm glad you ain't the boss, right? Ms. V says her attitude is ensuring she's not being promoted. Yeah. Like it's that attitude as to why you not getting the job and why you not being promoted, because you minding everybody else's business but your own. This is true. It says our supervisor did have a talk with her, but it didn't help. Would it be unreasonable for me to have a frank discussion with her? So do you think that she should talk to her coworker?
I just said if she's gonna talk, honestly, if she came to me, I'll just look at her, okay, girl, and keep it moving because your opinion doesn't matter.
True.
What you say, you can't write me up.
Right.
You right. Can't give me a raise.
Yeah. Yeah.
She on the job blowing the whistle.
And then at that point,
tell her.
Don't do my work. If you feel taken advantage of, why? I didn't ask you to do my work. I took off of work. I didn't give you a phone call and say, girl, I'm going to be out. Handle my business for me. I don't think she did that. Nothing in the letter said that this girl asked you to take her pick up her slack.
True.
Brother John called that lady a teller.
I did.
She a teller. She's talking about she told the supervisor. She told the supervisor because her coworker.
I'm just trying to figure out how are you now. You know when people call off, it does affect other people in the job because other people do have to work harder.
Yeah.
Right.
So how that conversation go? How that conversation go? How the tellers tell the boss that the girl got a manicure and a fresh hairdo after being.
Oh, here we go, sir.
Okay.
Brother John. So you're my boss, right?
Okay, I'm the boss, right?
So I don't know how direct she is, but so it's a couple of different scenarios. So let's say she being slick.
Okay.
Reno was out yesterday. You see his hair done different. Don't you think it looked nice?
I think his hair looked really nice. I think
it wasn't done like that the day before. I'm just saying.
Oh, you mean the sick day? The day he was sick, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time he take a sick day, he come back with a fresh new twist.
Tell her.
That's teller.
Yes,
man, I'm twisting the J, shaking my head.
So that's you being slick. Now direct, you coming to it. I'm worried that Reno is taking advantage of the sick policy. He's always out. I have to pick up the slack for him. I don't know what's going on. Would you mind having a conversation with him?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I think I'll talk to him, and we'll speak to him about him using his sick days. It could go this way too, Qiana. It could go like this. So you the boss, and I'm the teller, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Because it happened like this too. Hey, Reno, welcome back. You feeling better? Okay. Well, I noticed you got a new hairdo too. That's really nice. It looks real good on you, and you got your feet done too.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But wait, weren't you sick though?
I got better. Decided, I already had the day off. My head was hurting earlier. After that, I decided got a free day.
Stop.
Usually
Stop.
don't have time.
Stop, Qiana, please.
Okay.
No.
So
I had a mental wellness day.
Deep. I'm just playing. I'm looking at it like it's crazy.
I'm sorry.
But go ahead.
I'm sorry. People call. I had a mental wellness day. Done deal.
Yeah. That's it. That's the way of saying mind your business. You be said that sick days
are
personal time also.
Well, he said sick days is what?
Sick days are personal time also.
Yes.
Not around him.
Yeah. Not around her. If you take a sick day, you better be sick. And according to this person, you should have outward signs of illness.
But if I have an outward sign of illness, then that means that I probably shouldn't be coming back to work until I don't have any more symptoms. That's the whole point, is not to get the rest of the office sick and to make sure that when I'm at work, I can work at the best of my abilities. So if I still had outward-wise sickness, illness, if I had symptoms, I wouldn't be coming back to work until you couldn't tell I was sick anyway.
Right. No outward signs of illness. Yeah, like, do you really want somebody on the job with outward signs of illness?
You dummy.
Oh, it just sounds like she's jealous. Unfortunately, it sounds like she's jealous that somebody else is doing something that she wished that she had the balls to do and she doesn't.
Yeah, she just haven't figured out how
to call her a dummy.
I didn't call her a dummy.
I said,
So there you have
Caller,
it.
Listen, whoever wrote this letter, we still respect you. Please keep on watching the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah,
we love all our fans and viewers.
Yeah. But just know sometimes you got to just mind your business, baby.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, as your grandma would say, mind your business, baby.
I forgot this was Ask Qiana.
Real deal. All right, so last couple things, y'all. So y'all saw Grammy Award winner, her, and we was talking about this too, because we was talking about the Little Mermaid, and you reminded us about Belle.
Yes.
Well, I got some news about Belle. So Grammy Award winner her, it will star as Belle in the ABC's Beauty and the Beast 30th anniversary special.
So we talked about this, right? And I was really excited. Now it's out there. See, bing. Yeah. Oh, since you're talking about Grammys, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna post today. Now we cannot vote, but I want everybody to share, please. June's Diary. If you don't know who June's Diary is, that's the group that my daughter is in, Cheyenne, Kelly Rowland's girls group, right?
Yep.
They have been considered for a Grammy, well, 2 Grammys for 2 of their songs.
Nice.
To be nominated. So we need them to vote for their songs. So I'm gonna post it. Everybody else share it so that they can get the vote so that they can be, Grammy nominated.
That's awesome. Amazing. Where do we go to vote? Oh, you said you're gonna post it.
No, you can't vote. Because what happened is only a select few people that's on the Grammy committee that actually vote for the songs that are Grammy nominated. Anybody can submit it and you can be considered. So they have 2 songs that are being considered to be Grammy nominated, which amazing. Is still a big deal.
Real deal. Thank you for that. We're gonna kick it over to King Jab in the kitchen. King Jab, what's going on in the kitchen, man?
Oh, my bad. No, man, getting a little pancake batter together, man. I'm gonna do a little something, man. I'm hungry, bro.
Okay.
I'm hungry. Okay. You know what I mean?
And it is the Breakfast Club. So we talking about breakfast.
Hey, but we gotta do some hurricane tips when we get off this air too, man.
Real deal. So what you got, man?
Oh, you'll drop it right on me like that.
I mean, your idea.
Well, my first tip was fill up your recycle bins and your garbage cans with water. Right. Also in coolers or your tub. That way you can use this water to flush your toilet if we lose water. Now, that way you can put it in the back of your toilet and hit the switch to work the same way. It'll work the same way.
Yeah.
Another one. Go
ahead, Keith.
Another one. If you have the bottled waters, freeze them now. If you have room in your freezer, because if you lose power, your bottles of water can be used as the ice to keep everything cool. And then once it melts, you can drink it. Because if you have ice, once the ice is gone, you can't use that water anymore to drink it. So that's another way to, to be a little bit smart with the water bottles.
And Beatrice want to know when are the pancakes gonna be ready, Jab?
Oh man, I don't take long either, Beatrice. But I'll be done by the time you get here.
They'll be done and gone.
Pull up on that.
By the time you get here, I'll be done. This ain't gonna be no long process. Hey, another one I got.
I'm out front.
If you couldn't get no sandbags,
he already there. Right.
If you couldn't get any sandbags, you can actually double some garbage bags and put water in them. Water will carry the weight and act the same as the sandbag. So you put a couple gallons of water in the garbage bag, tie it up, put it in your door frame.
Right.
And then use that water to flush the toilet.
That's a good one. And I did see that there was an update from Claude Tankersley, who is the Public Works. I think he's Public Works Administrator. Miss Teresa can help me with the title. They did a press conference and they were saying that because of the change in the path of the storm that they had no plans on stopping water service or turning off water service, and so we should be good on water. Also, I'm thinking that this storm may actually test this new wastewater lift station. You know, we just we're talking about the mural over there on that building that Jabari Reed did.
Mm-hmm.
But that building is actually a wastewater lift station for severe weather phenomenon. And so that's the purpose of the building. And, you know, so we hoping that we don't have to turn it on, but, you know, God willing, we'll be able to, you know, activate that thing and keep some water moving as a result of the installation of that wastewater lift station 87 over here. Another one of the tools that we have is C-Click Fix. And so hopefully you'll be in and not be out, you know, in the community. But if you are out and you see, you know, down power lines, or if you see any, you know, non-emergency issues, right, you can communicate those issues to the city departments. And then after the issue is submitted, they said the team will assign those issues to the appropriate department. And then they'll be able to track the response as well as evaluating repeating repairs using that tracking tool. And it's called C-Click Fix. And so you can actually download that app on your phone, use C-Click Fix as the app to be able to report any problems that you see as far as, like, you know, again, down lines or obstructions in the road, you know, those types of things you'll be able to report as well using C-Click Fix during the storm. And then after the storm, y'all ready for after the storm?
After the rain.
After the morning after?
I got pancakes, baby.
You got pancakes?
We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm prepared. I'm supposed to have a big party this weekend. We were supposed to celebrate. I had to cancel it.
You're right.
I didn't know what the storm was going to do. So,
yeah. No, I got you. Well, listen, man, we may end up turning this thing back on later tonight. Y'all want to come back tonight, this evening? We can kind of have a hurricane watch party.
We can. Are we going to come on in the morning too?
We can. I mean,
yes, you know, I would love to invite y'all 9 a.m. to the Voice of the People.
So we'll do it to the people tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for sure.
Okay.
And they said Uber Eats, I'll take 2 if he's doing any cooking.
Hey, okay. So let me tell you the interesting thing about that, what they just said. I actually looked into that because you can cook from your home, but they want 30% of what you charge it.
Uber Eats?
Man, all of them. DoorDash, Uber Eats, that's kind of like a base pay. Like, they really want $3 off every $10 that you make, bro.
So you can cook and sell food from home and use and have Uber Eats deliver it, but they want 30%. Is that what I'm hearing?
Of your overhead. And with food costs, that don't work right now.
Oh wow. Yeah, 30%.
That don't work right now.
That's you know, mob prices, man.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, the last thing that I say is just everybody stay safe, man. Love on your family, continue to check on your loved ones. If you have people in your family who are by themselves, you know, give them a call and spend some time with them. I also want to give a shout out to the essential workers. And my wife is one of the essential workers, and I'm really sick right now because she has been gone since yesterday, and she has to stay. So she's actually staying at the facility to take care of, you know, her clients and residents at the nursing home. So yeah, she got kind of caught up in that, you know, that duty, man. And
when duty calls, you gotta go.
When duty calls, you gotta go. But and so yeah, so she's staying at the facility. She's away from home for the first time during a storm like this, and so it's kind of hard on all of us. So look, pray for them and pray for us too. Pray for the children. Pray for the children, boy, because they with Pawpaw and
everybody sit down.
Look, and Mimi ain't here to save them. But I definitely want to thank them, you know, for their service, because I don't think that they get recognized enough. Miss Teresa, she was actually helping us to really remember the sanitation workers and, you know, those Parks and Rec staff and those who, you know, are out, you know, making things happen. But again, also
the
like
police officers, the firefighters, all of those, you know,
Yep, first responders, man. So definitely shout out to them, and we appreciate all of the work and the sacrifices that they make as well during this time. So final thoughts, y'all.
While we in
I
there,
mean, okay, I gotta go first. I forgot the rotation. My final thought is be prepared for anything. We gonna be prepared till it's over with. Then when it's over with, we go, pick ourselves up, brush ourselves off and go ahead and push the play. So be prepared for anything and don't let your guard down until it's time.
Real deal.
I think we lost Reno.
He's still here.
Oh, he's still here, but I'll just go. So I'm going to piggyback off of what Jab said. We can't control what's going on outside of us, but we can control how we react to it. So at this time, let's make the best of this situation. You can complain about this the whole time and this can be miserable, or you can make some really great memories that you can talk about, laugh about later on. So just appreciate life, because you just never know.
Real deal.
Hey, just real quick, man. Just have fun with each other, man, and love on one another, man. This right here, this storm that we're experiencing, from what it seems to be, is going to be what we've been having forever here, which is a bunch of wind, a bunch of rain, and flooding. And that ain't nothing new to us, you know what I mean? But definitely love on your family. I stay in the frequency of love. I enjoy the frequency of love because it's the way that the human being can live forever. Everything outside that frequency it helps destroy us. But again, sending love and light to everyone who can hear my voice. Peace the ancient way.
Real deal. So look, I appreciate y'all, man. There's more that needs to be done and needs to be said. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club. I'm your brother John.
This is Qiana.
It's King Jab.
It's your brother Reno Moore.
Wait, before we hang up, what time are we coming back on this evening?
To be determined.
Okay.
We'll post it because what I'll do is we'll set it, and then once we set the schedule, it'll be posted. So it's important for those who haven't already liked the Tampa Bay Breakfast Club, like the page, and then click the notify me so that you can be notified when the posts are made and when we're going live, and you'll be notified immediately.
Keep these devices charged up, y'all.
Please and thank you. Please and thank you. All right, y'all be safe. I'll talk to y'all soon.
All right, bye.